free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Stop the hate! Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
It's because the Israelis attacked in the dark of night in a terrorist act in the Mediterranean. It attacked our citizens and other citizens around the world. I think the governments of Ireland and the rest of the European Union and other countries need to put together a flotilla of ships with humanitarian aid and with the backing of the navies of those countries. It is only then that Israel will understand the anger and the might of the international community, and that we're not going to stand idly by while Israel continues to torture the people of Gaza.
My name is Flotilla. I'm an Irish citizen, and my husband's name is Al-Mahdi Al-Harati. He was on one of the flotilla ships that left a couple of days ago, and I have no information on him since then. He is very ill, he is a diabetic, and he has a heart condition also. I know from the medication that I sent with him that he's after running out of medication, and I'm very worried about him. And I implore all the Irish people here and all the Israeli people to please realise that to give help and to... It's very difficult because I have 4 children, my husband has 4 children, they have no idea what's happening to their father. They're blissfully unaware at home, thinking that he's just on holiday. And I'm too heartbroken to tell them that I have no information on their father, where he is, if he's killed, if he's injured, or if he's taken captive. So I implore you all to please put pressure on the Israeli government and our own Irish government here to get as much information as we possibly can, and all the Irish people and all the people, no matter what their nationalities are, and to get as much information as possible. Thank you very much.
This is just one more of the weapons that they use against us, is to leave the people and the families not knowing how their families are, or what's happening to their husbands or their children. We don't, like, at the end of the day, we don't need no query into what's after happening. We all know what's after happening. We all know the straightforward, clear-cut what's after happening this morning or last night. So please put as much pressure as possible, and I like to see the solidarity to help the people that are stuck over there, and we don't know what's after happening to him. We don't know whether he's injured, we don't know whether he's dead, we don't know whether he's going to be captive and how long he's going to be captive. There's absolutely, the Israelis, they have no fear. That's it, but they've shown that they have no fear anymore. So let them feel, inshallah, that we stand against them.
Israeli ambassador! Israeli ambassador! Free, free Palestine!
Hi, good evening. I'll make it very short. I was in Istanbul last night at around midnight when the Turkish TV channels were broadcasting from the ship. No one could actually believe that this is going to happen. No one could actually believe the arrogance, the terror that's going to be inflicted on people will be that publicly be happening. And it did actually happen. Just some news from Turkey. The Turkish ambassador has been called back to Ankara. Today there were 10,000 people in Istanbul Taksim Square in solidarity with the Palestinian people. The marchers were out on the Taksim Square for hours, and it looks like the hoteliers, the travel agents, the travel industry in Turkey have now put up signs on their doorstep. They said, no blood money is needed. You are not welcome here. No blood money is needed. And greetings from Istanbul.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see so many people here tonight at such short notice to protest against what has happened this morning on international waters. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the dead and the injured, those who don't know what has happened, their loved ones. The flotilla was an extraordinary event when you consider that it was bringing people from Turkey, and Greece, who are normally enemies. People of Jewish Israeli extraction and Arab Israeli extraction onto the same boats to bring aid into Gaza. It was bringing people from Armenia and Georgia, both enemies when they are bordering each other, but when it comes to the cause of the Palestinian people and to the cause of the blockade in Gaza, they are all together. That makes it a truly extraordinary flotilla.
We have to challenge the illegal and unjust occupation of Palestine. And most of all, folks, most of all, I must remind you that all of these things are just symptoms of a bigger problem. All of these things are symptoms of Zionism. Zionism is racism. We have to name it as it is.
I don't know what it was like on board the Rachel Curry when they heard that the ships that were 24 hours ahead of them had been attacked, that their friends and their comrades had been murdered by Israeli forces. I don't know what I would have done in those situations, but what they did is they said, we are sailing on. We are sailing on to Gaza. These people are heroes. And the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, who have endured so much, yet still stand for their freedoms and for their rights. They too, they are not victims, they are heroes as well. Well, we cannot all go to Gaza, we cannot all go on this flotilla, but there's loads of things we can all do. The first thing, when we contact, and when you all contact the Department of Foreign Affairs and your local TDs, is not simply to tell them, make sure Rachel Curry goes to Gaza. You must also tell them, make sure Ireland no longer buys Israeli arms. Make sure Ireland no longer gives trade privileges to Israel. Our government has said it will not support sanctions yet.
Because of the Americans.
Yet, what we are saying is simply do not give them trade privileges. There will be more actions over the coming days, and I urge you all to look at the ispc website, www.ispc.ie, for details of future actions. And I urge you all to get involved with the ispc, to help us out in our work, to help us out in our boycott, divestment, sanctions campaign. And there's one very practical thing I urge you to do. There's a wall being built by an Irish company in the middle of Palestine. CRH, Cement Roadstone Holdings, is helping build this apartheid wall. I urge you all tomorrow morning to contact them. Their head office number is 404-1000. Contact them and demand that they divest from this company that is building the apartheid wall. I'd like to finish off by thanking you all for coming today. I've seen many of you on demonstrations before, and I'll see many of you on demonstrations again, and at other actions again, at boycott, divestment, sanctions actions again, until Palestine one day will be free. Thank you very much.